A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, the House is making a renewed push for funding the Schools of Hope program, a contentious initiative designed to financially support privately run charter schools. This comes after previous efforts to secure funding for the program fell flat before the legislative session's conclusion. The latest proposal from the House Pre-K-12 Budget Subcommittee includes an allocation of $6 million in recurring general revenue specifically earmarked for Schools of Hope. This initiative, which was first introduced to the legislative agenda in 2017, has been a focal point of education reform in Florida, championed by former Speaker Richard Corcoran, who has since transitioned into key educational roles under Governor Ron DeSantis. While the House is taking steps to revive funding for this program, the Senate's stance remains ambiguous, as their current proposal does not include additional funding for Schools of Hope. This marks the second time this year that the idea has resurfaced, reflecting ongoing tensions between the two chambers regarding educational funding and policy. In earlier sessions, the House Education and Employment Committee had proposed a bill, HB 1115, that sought to redirect surtax revenues shared with school districts towards charter schools, including Schools of Hope. This bill passed the House with a significant majority, yet it was met with resistance in the Senate, which opted to advance a different version of the education package. The Senate's decision to reject the original language has led to a standoff, with the House subsequently voting along party lines to reinstate the Schools of Hope provisions. However, a failure to reach a consensus on the budget resulted in the withdrawal of the bill, effectively killing it at the end of the session. In light of the extended session, lawmakers are now presented with an opportunity to separate the funding for Schools of Hope from the broader policy debates that have stalled progress. Meanwhile, discussions surrounding autism funding have also emerged, with lawmakers striving to allocate financial resources to support various organizations dedicated to autism services. The House has proposed a budget of $3.5 million for the Easter Seals Better Together initiative, while the Senate has countered with a significantly lower offer of $650,000. Furthermore, discrepancies in funding for sensory-friendly recreation facilities and early autism diagnoses have highlighted the divide between the two chambers. As negotiations continue, both the House and Senate have tentatively agreed on funding for the Family Initiative, a nonprofit aimed at enhancing autism care across several counties in Florida. However, the fate of other autism-related projects, including the Autism Theater Project, remains uncertain, as neither chamber has expressed willingness to allocate funds. The ongoing budget discussions reflect a broader struggle to balance competing priorities in Florida's education and healthcare sectors, raising questions about the future of both Schools of Hope and autism services in the state. As lawmakers navigate these complex issues, the implications for Florida's educational landscape and support systems for individuals with autism will be closely watched by advocates and stakeholders alike. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.